Okay, so the window, probably the most critical part of this entire tub surround, because it's something that really isn't that friendly to having water to. So first off, we need to cut some of our foam insulation out of here nice and flush. Okay, so most important thing about a window is making sure that you actually have vinyl window to bond into. So make sure you build out your window enough for the board to completely go inside of the window frame so that you're butting this completely to vinyl, because the biggest part about this seal is going right around, right onto the vinyl. So you don't want it to be halfway on the board. You want this entire edge being bonded to the window, especially the bottom. So we're going to start with the bottom, do our sides, and then do our top. It's kind of like window flashing, you know, when water comes down it goes around, but everything's going to be sealed, so we don't really have much to worry about. So let's just go ahead and put our bottom plate on first. Want to make sure you get plenty of sealant on top of this board. So this would be kind of just like the regular pieces of board come together. Put a nice generous amount. And then I'm also going to put some on the back edge here and up against the window. So you can see I have a whole lot of this on this sill. And I'm putting more on some on the base of this too, because I'm kind of sloping this towards the shower. So you want to make sure you can see that all oozing up against that window. That's a good seal right there. And then you want to make sure that you're pitching towards the shower, because you don't want water to be sitting against the window. So just make sure that this is pitching, and then obviously making sure it's level that way as well. So we're going to apply some sealant over these screw holes, so this will end up being completely covered. But if you did have any of this green exposed, it's no problem at all. It's completely waterproof all the way through this board, so you have nothing to worry about there. Now I don't want all this stuff being on my window, so I'm just going to basically pull some of this away from my window. Now you can get this stuff off of your window. Don't worry if you got any on there. You know, later on you can use some acetone or something to remove it. But if you can avoid getting it all smeared on there, the better. But now that's a nice, really nice seal to the bottom of that window. Okay, so put a generous amount right at the corner, all the way up the side, and then all the way down the window. This is why the sealant application is so easy, because you're literally just sealing it to that window, and that's all there really is to it. So you want to see that oozing out of that window frame. Again, pull this away from the window a little bit. Okay, so then around the window, just go across this entire seam. Make sure you get these little... And again, if you have any of this green exposed, it's not a big deal. Just know that the thin set will actually bond better to the sealant than the actual like exposed green stuff here. So it is kind of better to completely cover it, but it's not necessary. It might not be a bad idea just to basically do this whole sill completely sealed surface here.